for she could not walk out without a cortege consisting in part of a troop of light horse for fear that her liberties, which the wind might take with her. And the king grew more and more apprehensive with increasing years, so at last he would not allow her to walk abroad without some 20 silken cords, fastened to as many parts of her dress, and held by 20 noblemen. Of course, horseback was out of the question, but she bade goodbye to all the ceremony when she got into the water. And so remarkable were its effects upon her, especially in restoring her for the time, or ordinary human gravity, that Humdrum and Cobbykeck agreed in recommending the king bury her alive for 3 years, in the hope that the water did her so much good that the earth would do her yet more. But the king had some vulgar prejudices against this experiment and would not give his consent. Following this, they agreed in another recommendation, which, seeing that one imported his opinions from China and the other from Tibet, was very remarkable indeed. I think that's a fantastic line. They argued that, if water of external origin and application could be so efficacious, water from a deeper source might work a perfect cure. In short, the poor afflicted princess could by any means be made to cry, she might recover her lost gravity. But how was this to be brought about? Therein lay all the difficulty, to meet which the philosophers were not wise enough. To make the princess cry was as impossible as to make her weigh. They sent for a professional beggar, commanded him to prepare the most touching oracle of woe, helped him out of the court charade box, to whatever he wanted for dressing up, and promised great rewards in the event of his success. But it was all in vain. She listened to the mendicant's artist story, and gazed at his marvellous make-up till she could not contain herself any longer, and went into the most undignifying contortions of relief, shrieking positively with laughter. When she had recovered herself a little, she ordered her attendants to drive him away, and not give him a single copper, whereupon his look of mortified discomfiture wrought her punishment and his revenge, for it sent her into violent hysterics, from which she was with difficulty removed. But so anxious was the king that the suggestion should have a fair trial, that he put himself in a rage one day, and rushing up to her room gave her an awful whipping. Yet not a tear would flow, she looked grave, and her laughing sounded uncommonly like screaming. That was all. The good old tyrant, though he put on his best gold spectacles cloak, could not discover the smallest cloud of the serene blue eyes. Alright, love. I love you dearly. We'll continue on tomorrow, but in the meantime, I love you dearly. I'm about to Skype with you, actually. Sleep well, keep calm, fight a llama, carry on, and I'll talk to you soon. Good night, love.